Okay, starting a new clip here for continuity. Yeah, checking that it is recording. You know, go up a whole section here and find out I didn't quite press the button properly. And I'm still wondering about that clip from the drive down here, whether I actually lingered long enough while it sends the information to the card before I started a new clip. Hassles you probably don't have with a more expensive camera, but yeah, as I said, you take the harder path but you might not get there, but if you do get there you should expect the rewards of society as the Covenant Society. I don't know who told me, I think it must have been one of those visiting headmasters or something to the school, because I didn't know. Because I went to a state school, a special state school, you know, an advanced intelligence state school. Because you know, we were crossing over from the imperial to the metric system, and there was me scratching my head thinking, can't we do better than this? You know, I like the fact that your thumb is an inch and things like that. Can't we turn that into the metric system as well? Have the best of both worlds? You know, sort of thing. And I like the Henry VIII idea, you know, that the foot is Henry VIII's foot and things like that. You know, I like that idea. You know, it gives you some sort of pride that it is actually a real thing. It's not just an arbitrary made up thing. It actually refers to some, and he had a bloody big foot, didn't he? It was the world's first Bigfoot, in a way. So yeah, now look at this. Now that was like a nice screenshot. But as I said, I saw this mica area. There was something like this, but it was just like pure mica and shiny, so yeah, I still haven't tracked it down. I'm just not spending enough hours on the computer. I'll keep getting sidetracked. I'm trying to make the last big push sort of thing, you know. And so I've done my dash and I said I just can't do any more. That's it. It's over. It's handing the relay baton over to someone else. And I'm going to drop this can, and I can feel it. Oh, hang on. I'm going to drop the can, but there's nothing I can do about it. Let it go down low. There we go. Oh. But yeah, as I said, you know, I was quite happy the way Gideon discovered that thing. You know, to me, you know, it's basically passing the baton on. Oh gee, that's a good look out there. I don't know what you're getting, because I'm trying to hold about the clock and my other can and three things at once, but that's a vista, and probably even get even better when everything starts growing. I mean, if it looks this good at the end of the dry. But yeah, it's like handing the relay baton on. And as I said, the glid story, that's just a side story for me. It's like people think I'm flytrap mad, but they either fail to remember or forget that I got into CPs by this subspecies Magnus something else, which I've still never seen, had a slightly different margin to it, and used to sit in the sand in a particular way. And I just haven't seen photographs on the internet to match. Again, like the white polypomphlyx out at Carrington Swamp. I haven't seen any photographs that, you know, a photograph when it pops up on the screen, you say, that's it, bouncing up and down. You know, the old Rolf Harris joke. There's mummy bouncing up and down. You know, you recognise it instantly, sort of thing. No, I haven't seen a photograph like that. That immediately you see it, you know that it's, that's the one, you know. I haven't seen that. So I'm presuming if there's any remnant bits of Carrington Swamp or any other bits in that, you know, adjacent suburbs and things, you know, you might be lucky and find it there. And by all means, name it after yourself. The number of hassles, the number of species that fall through my fingers as a child, because, you know, they just thought, I think they thought you were telling porkies. You tell them, oh no, there's only barely 10 to 15 plants and you only ever find them in November, sort of thing. So I know that those two scientists didn't turn up in November, because I was referring, say, you know, there's no point going there. There's only 10 to 15 plants that you ever see, you know, and you've got to look really hard for them, and you only ever really see them in November. So I knew I can define when they came down to the fact that it was not November, because I was referring to November. So which month of the year they turned, all I can remember is the shadows were very long and it was quite warm. I probably get the impression that they had turned up to maybe harvest tubers or something for their scientific experiments. Does that sound plausible? So it wasn't November, it was probably post, and it was before the season had begun. So yeah, I reckon they were there to harvest tubers for experimentation or something like that, or they were scouting new areas for exploration in the coming season, sort of thing. But yeah, but the fact that they just sort of like rocked up, no phone call, no letter, nothing. They asked to my father, asking for me as though my father was me. That was a bit unusual. That could be the reason why my dad didn't let them in the house and didn't let them go through the house. The fact that, you know, they were asking for me, but as though my father was me, sort of thing. They thought my father was me, and he got them to, maybe he put them off because he got them to walk down the street down to the side lane to go out and wait for me. And of course they must have waited there for quite a while, because I used to go over to the back of this place and spend, you know, 3 hours or more, you know, and come back for a drink and maybe go out for another couple of hours, you know. That was how I rolled in those days, you know. You know, after school, an hour over, you know, you'd come home, you have a Milo or something and something to eat, you go out there, spend an hour, come back and start watching